This is second lecture of departmentation, types of departments. Number C, departmentation by territories. Territorial or geographical departmentation is especially useful to large scale enterprises whose activities are widely dispersed. Banks, insurance companies, transport companies, distribution agencies, etc. are some examples of such enterprises where all the activities of a given area of operations are grouped into zones, branches, divisions, etc. It is obviously not possible for one functional manager to manage efficiently such widely spread activities. This makes it necessary to appoint regional managers for different regions. The organization chart of a territorial departmentation may take the following form. बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर, उसके नीचे मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर. अब देखिए यहाँ पे एरिया वाइज सारे जोन है, जैसे नॉर्दर्न रीजन, वेस्टर्न रीजन, सेंट्रल रीजन, ईस्टर्न रीजन, साउदर्न रीजन. अब हर एक रीजन में भी डिफरेंट ब्रांचेस हो सकते हैं, ब्रांच 1, ब्रांच 2, ब्रांच 3, इसी तरीके से. एडवांटेजेस ऑफ डिपार्टमेंटेशन बाय टेरिटरी. टेरिटोरियल डिपार्टमेंटेशन ऑफर्स सर्टेन फैसिलिटीज इन operation. These are pointed out below. A. Every regional manager can specialize himself in the peculiar problem of his region. B. It facilitates the expansion of business to various regions. C. It helps in achieving the benefits of local operations. The local managers are more familiar with the local customs, preferences, styles, fashion, etc. The enterprise can gain intimate knowledge of the conditions in the local market. D. It results in saving in freight, rents, and labor costs. It also saves time. E. There is better coordination of activities in a locality through setting up regional divisions. F. It provides adequate autonomy to each regional manager and opportunity to train him as he looks after the entire operation of a unit. Disadvantages of departmentation by territory. Territorial departmentation have the following problems. A. There is the problem of communication. B. It requires more managers with general managerial ability. Such managers may not be always available. C. There may be conflicts between the regional managers. D. Coordination and control of different branches from the head office becomes less effective. E. Owing to duplication of physical facilities, costs of operation are usually high. F. There is multiplication of personnel, accounting, and other services at the regional level. D. Departmentation by customers. In such method of departmentation, the activities are grouped according to the type of customers. For example, a large cloth store may be divided into wholesale, retail, and export divisions. This type of departmentation is useful for the enterprise which sell a product or service to a number of clearly defined customer group. For instance, a large ready-made garment store may have a separate department, each for men, women, and children. A bank may have separate loan departments for large scale and small scale business में. The organization chart of customer oriented departmentation may appear as follows. Board of Director, Managing Director, प्रोडक्शन, मार्केटिंग, फाइनेंसिंग, पर्सनल, ये डिपार्टमेंट हुए. अब उनके नीचे चले जाएंगे होलसेल, रिटेल, एक्सपोर्ट्स एक्सेट्रा. Advantages of departmentation by customers. The important advantages of customer departmentation are the following. A. Special attention can be given to the particular tastes and preferences of each type of customer. B. Different type of customers can be satisfied easily through specialized staff. Customer satisfaction enhances the goodwill and sale of the enterprise. C. The benefits of specialization can be gained. D. The enterprise may acquire intimate knowledge of the needs of each category of customer. Disadvantages of departmentation by customers. This method of departmentation may have certain disadvantages, especially when it is followed very rigidly. These are as follows. A. Coordination between sales and other functions become difficult because this method can be followed only in marketing divisions. B. There may be underutilization of facilities and manpower in some departments, particularly during the period of low demand. C. It may lead to duplication of activities and heavy overheads. D. The managers of customer departments may put pressures for special benefits and facilities. E. Departmentation by process or equipments. In such type of departmentation, the activities are grouped on the basis of production process involved or equipment used. This is generally used in manufacturing and distribution enterprises and at lower level of organization. For instance, a textile mill may be organized into ginning, spinning, weaving, dyeing, and finishing departments. Similarly, a printing press may have composing, proofreading, printing, and binding departments. Such departmentation may also be employed in engineering and oil industries. The organization chart of departmentation by process or equipment in the manufacturing department of a textile industry has been shown in figure 4.14. This is board of director, managing director, production manager. अब प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर इसके अंदर डिफरेंट डिपार्टमेंट है, जिनिंग, स्पिनिंग, वीविंग, डाइंग, फिनिशिंग. Advantages of departmentation by process or equipment. The basic object of such departmentation is to achieve efficiency and economy of operations. The processes are set in such a way that a series of operations is feasible, making operations economic. Efficiency can be achieved if departments are created for each process, as each one has its peculiarities. It provides the advantages of specialization required at each level of the total processes. The maintenance of plant can be done in better way and manpower can be utilized effectively. Disadvantages of departmentation by process or equipment. In such departmentation, there may be difficulty in coordinating the different process departments because the work of each process departments fully on the preceding process. So, there are chances of conflicts among the managers looking after the different processes. It cannot be used where Manufacturing activity does not involve distinct process. F. Departmentation by time and numbers. Under this method of departmentation, the activities are grouped on the basis of the time of their performance. For instance, a factory operating 24 hours may have 3 departments for 3 shifts, one for the morning, the second for the day, and third for the night. In the case of departmentation by numbers, the activities are grouped on the basis of their performance by a certain number of persons. For instance, in the army, the soldiers are grouped into squads, companies, battalions, regiments, and brigades on the basis of the number prescribed for each unit. Such type of departmentation is useful where the work is repetitive. Manpower is an important factor. Group efforts are more significant than individual efforts, and group performance can be measured. It is used at the lowest level of organization. Okay, thank you.